All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Set up. 70. Indy. Look at me. Door.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Saquon Barkley fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here's Jones, operating from the gun, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. 1st and 10 at the 19. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones, that's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 38, Jones. And an alley to run. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
But he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. On 2nd and inches, Allen. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Foster. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Allen to throw once more. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And again, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And now another one thrown incomplete. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Tannehill. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 36. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. A season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. On 2nd and 12, Tannehill over the middle, complete to Tate. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, they go with a screen. It's Yeldon. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Double dog, that's the way.
Allen. Man open left side is Brown. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Bills...
He's coming, 19. He's coming, double up. Check, cross. Tight.
A final shot before half for Allen. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25. At the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Allen's throw is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Yeldon was always reliable out of the backfield for Blake Bortles, and now he has a chance to help out another young quarterback in the same way in Josh Allen. But you look at the numbers a season ago, 55 catches, almost 500 yards. Very sure hands for a running back. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another first down with that run.
Allen throwing complete to Foster. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Mike, 50 Cent.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
He's crossed.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown.
Great job. Touchdown.
John Brown. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Next to score, Bills 10, Giants nothing.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. And
this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a third and about 13.
Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch tight, tight end's right.
First throw now for the backup Manning. Looking downfield and got his man complete. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. T.J. Jones, 78 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the air. Allen. That's going to be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Allen now looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Here's Yeldon. Spins by. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Allen going to go on 4th down. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed, what you were looking for.
He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll let this go for the end zone. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. But now it'll be 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Allen. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. As far as undrafted players go, Philip Lindsay took most of the headlines a season ago. But remember, Robert Foster was undrafted out of Alabama as well, signed with the Bills in May of 2018 and had a pretty good year. 27 catches, 541 yards. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Again, it's Yeldon. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
On third and long, it's Allen. And that's caught inside the 35. And a big 32-yard play on third.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Now T.J. Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. That second down play nets a -4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Allen to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Foster. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Five.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game?